So Madhvi is a tale of a woman, the daughter of Yayati, the sister of Puru. So like any other Mahabharata tale, I always like to start with a palace, and this is the palace of Yayati. Yayati is this king uh, who wants to be known as the number one generous king, because if he can prove his generosity, then his place in the heavens is assured. He can go to the heavens and be amongst the kings. And that is his intention. So his generosity has a vested interest there, that he wants a permanent place in the heavens. And he wanted to make his heavenward journey very smooth. But he is being very generous. However, his treasury was slowly ebbing away. So in such a situation, in the palace, there was this old sage who was looking at him. So Yayati, after donating to everyone, asks the sage that, what can I do for you? What can I give you? And the sage said, make me rich. And he said, what do you want? Should I give you gold coins? The sage said, no. What will I do with a gold coin? I'm a sage. He said, do I give you a piece of land? The sage said, no. So then what do you want? Why don't you ask me to sit? Yayati said, of course, sit. And then the sage said, why don't I give you a piece of advice? Yayati says, please. The sage says that, what you're doing is great. You are donating, you're being very generous, you're giving land, you're giving coins, you're making other people rich. Wonderful. But always see to it that your path of generosity has to be the right path. The path which is the means to an end, the means has to be the right way. Yayati, inside the heart of his heart, he says, well, means, the end is the final thing, isn't it? Of course, he doesn't tell the sage anything. He tells the sage, okay, thank you. I will listen to what you have told me. I will heed your advice. The sage smiles and the sage leaves. After the sage leaves, Yayati notices a wonderful looking, handsome, tall, very attractive sadhu, again, young man who's a sage. He comes to Yayati. Yayati immediately says that you're a Rishiputra. Rishiputra means the son of a sage. You're a Rishiputra. Who are you and what do you want? This man says that, I want a lot of things. And Yayati says, do I give you 1,000 brass coins? Do I give you 1,000 copper coins? Do I give you a piece of land? This man says, I have heard long tales about your generosity. But no, I don't want coins of brass or coins of copper. I don't want land, but I want something much more. And Yayati says, what? He says, I am Galav. I'm Vishwamitra's student. Yayati says, oh my God, you're that famed Galav? You're Vishwamitra's number one student? Galav smiles and says, yes. And I have promised that I will give my guru, Vishwamitra, a dakshina. You pay your fees to your guru after you finish your education. And Yayati says, but Vishwamitra is known to be someone who doesn't want dakshina. Galav says, but I have said that I want to give it. So it's my word. So I kept on requesting my guru that let me give you something. How much Vishwamitra said no, I kept on insisting that I wanted to give something to him. And Vishwamitra has wanted 800 white horses. And those 800 white horses will have one of their ears black in color. So 800 white horses with their ears black in color. Yayati says, It's so expensive. Where will I even get it? I don't even, my treasury also doesn't have anything. Galav says that, if you can give me that, your path to the heavens is assured. Because the kind of dharma, the kind of righteousness that you will achieve after giving me those 800 horses, it's unimaginable. Yayati thinks for a while. And Yayati says, hold on for a second. I think I have an answer to your problem. Galav was very happy that okay, there's an answer to his problem. After a while, Yayati brings his daughter in front of Galav. This daughter was adorned with flowers. She was beautiful. A very, very, one of those impeccable beauties, soft, vulnerable. Her palms have been described, palms and her feet has been described absolutely red in color. And Yayati says that, I present to you my daughter. And this daughter is looking at this man full of hope that, wow, such a handsome man. My father is finally going to get me married to this man. And Yayati says, you wanted something. So I give you my daughter. And my daughter has a blessing. In fact, she has two blessings. One is that she can produce sons. And two, she will always remain a virgin in spite of having marital relationships with anyone. That's the blessing. You take the hint. So with that, Yayati says, you can take my daughter. And so Madhvi, the daughter of Yayati, is given to Galav, saying that you can take my daughter. To do what? You will see. So Madhvi leaves the palace of Yayati and starts walking with Galav, with hopes that, okay, she's going out with this man. And then finally she sits under a tree and she says, now what? And Galav says, well, you know what you need to do, isn't it? And Madhvi says, like what? And he says, well, your father has given me, instead of giving me 800 horses, your father has gifted me you. And you will get me those 800 horses. So there are 600 horses, 200 with the king of Kashi, Divyadas. Then there are 200 horses with the Ikshuvamsh king of Ayodhya, and there are also 200 horses with the king of Bhoj. So that makes it 600 horses. 600 horses are 600 white horses with black ears. You have to get me those horses. And Madhvi says, okay, then for you I will go to these kings and I will be requesting for the horses. Galav says, you actually think that you will request the kings and they'll just give you those 200 precious horses? They wouldn't want anything in return. Madhvi suddenly realizes something. And Madhvi says, what would they want in return? What do they want in return? Is what I will be telling you tomorrow.